Far out in the English Channel, dangerous rocks called the Eddystone Rocks waited beneath the waves. For centuries, sailors feared this place because ships often crashed into the hidden rocks during storms or at night. Many lives were lost, and the valuable cargo disappeared into the sea. People knew that a lighthouse was needed, but building on a rock surrounded by powerful waves seemed almost impossible. In 1698, an English engineer named Henry Stanley accepted the challenge. He designed the first Eddystone lighthouse and built it directly on the rocks. The construction was incredibly difficult. Workers could only reach the site when the sea was calm, and they often had just a few hours before the tide returned. Despite these problems, the lighthouse was completed and began guiding ships safely. Sadly, in 1703, one of the worst storms in British history struck the coast. The powerful winds and enormous waves completely destroyed the lighthouse. When Stanley was inside the building during the storm and lost his life, the disaster showed that stronger engineering methods were needed. A second lighthouse was built a few years later, but it also had problems. Finally, in 1756, engineer John Smeaton began constructing a new lighthouse. Instead of copying earlier designs, he studied the shape of strong oak trees. He noticed that trees remained stable during powerful wind because they were wider at the base and narrower at the top. Smeaton used the same idea for the lighthouse. He also introduced a revolutionary building techniques. Massive blocks of granite were carefully cut so they locked together like pieces of puzzle. Iron and marble dowels connected the stones, making the structure much stronger than before. This design allowed the lighthouse to withstand enormous waves that crashed against it every winter. When Smeaton's lighthouse was completed in 1759, it became one of the greatest engineering achievements of its time. It stood for more than a century and safely guided countless ships through dangerous waters. Although the rock beneath it slowly eroded over the years, the lighthouse itself remained remarkably strong. In 1882, a newer lighthouse was built nearly on the more secure foundation instead of destroying Smeaton's famous lighthouse. Workers carefully dismantled it stone by stone. They rebuilt the upper part of the structure in the city of Plymouth, where it still stands today as a monument to brilliant engineering and determination. The Eddystone Lighthouse changed the way lighthouses were built around the world. Engineers copied Smeaton's curved design for many future structures because it proved both beautiful and practical. More importantly, the lighthouse saved thousands of lives by helping sailors avoid one of the most dangerous stretches of coastline in England. Today, modern ships rely on GPS, radar, and advanced navigation system. Yet, the story of Eddystone Lighthouse reminds us that human creativity, careful observation, and persistence can solve even most difficult problems. What once seemed impossible became a symbol of hope, proving that great ideas often begin with the courage to face an impossible challenge.